everybody, happy Friday and welcome to another video. We're going to be doing another sit down type of video today. It's not going to be a mukbang, but I asked you on my Twitter and on my Instagram story to ask me questions because I wanted to do a Q&A. Since I do have quite a few new subscribers, and it's been a long time since I uploaded. Like 3 years ago, a lot of things have changed, so I just thought it'd be fun, for y'all to ask me questions, for y'all to get to know me a little bit better, and just to have some fun. Like I said in my last video, I do film on my phone and all my questions are on there, so I just screenshotted them and emailed them to myself. So I have my laptop here and I'm just going to read the questions off of there. So let's get started. Alrighty, so the first questions I'm gonna answer are from my my Twitter. One of my cousins asked me, what would you have named your baby if you had a daughter instead? So this is something that we definitely discussed before we found out the gender of our baby. We did discuss both, what if it was a girl, boy name, girl name. So right away, even before we were even thinking about kids, we always knew if it was a boy, we were gonna name him Jose Jr. I just think, it's just nice to have the first boy carry on the tradition of family name. I really like my husband's name, Jose Daniel. So of course, y'all know JJ's name is Jose Daniel Jr. A lot of people, I know this has nothing to do with the question, but a lot of people are like, where do you get JJ from? Like, those are not his initials because his name is Jose Daniel, so technically his initials are JD. I'm like, okay, but he's Jose Jr., JJ, come on, you can figure it out, just a little thought. But anyways, if it was a girl, we were going to name her Rosalba after my husband's mom, who unfortunately is no longer with us. She passed away a few years ago, very sudden. She was very young. She was like in her 40s. So we wanted to just honor her memory, and if we had a daughter, we were going to name her Rosalba. Okay, so again from Twitter, another one of my cousins she asked a few questions, so I'm going to go ahead and try to answer as many as I can. The first question, she says, what got you to start your channel? So the first time, I'm pretty sure she means this time around, but I've always just been on YouTube. I watch videos. Basically, that's what I do all day, every day. If it's not on Netflix or Hulu, I'm on YouTube. And it's just a great way to connect with other people, to just, if you have something you need to say, it's a good platform. It just gives you a voice. It gives you a platform to share your opinions, to have fun, make friends. So that's the main reason why I wanted to start one, like, overall, and the reason why I restarted it this time around. I'm just, like I said, I'm a stay-at-home mom, and you've heard me say over and over again. It's just something fun for me to do, and then I get to interact with you guys on the comment section and everything. So it was just a way for me to kind of get out of the house without actually leaving, if that makes sense. And then the second question she asked is, what are your favorite shows? Hands down, my favorite show, and if you know me, you know this, is The Office. I've watched the whole series from start to finish at least 12 times. I was obsessed with it. The first time I saw it, my husband actually introduced it to me. He made me watch an episode, oh gosh, I don't even remember, like years and years ago. And I was like, this is stupid, it's not funny. I didn't get the comedy, but then I kept watching it and I just fell in love. And so yeah, I watched it a lot of times. So yeah, The Office, hands down, favorite show of all time. The show I'm currently watching, I hadn't watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine because we didn't have cable, just because we never really watched like TV. We were always on Netflix or Hulu or YouTube. But we actually didn't have Hulu for a while. We just got Hulu, so I started watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and that show's really, really good. So that's like my current favorite show. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? In 10 years, I will be 32, which is scary to think about because time flies by so fast. In 10 years, I'm hoping to have gone back to school and finished, and hopefully I will be a registered dental assistant working, in the dental field. We'll probably have another kid, maybe 2 in 10 years. We'll see what happens. He's shaking his head no at me. We want more kids.
Maybe
a dog, no. So yeah, maybe with another kid or 2, and definitely, hopefully finish school. And then hopefully by then, we have built our forever home. We are very fortunate and lucky to be living in a house right now. We're not in an apartment or anything. but you know, this is not the home that we want to live in forever, that we don't want to build our lives in. So we do want to build, or you know, buy a new home in the future, and then I'm hoping by the 10-year mark we'll have made that decision. If you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you go? This ties into another question that someone asked me on my Instagram, that what is my dream vacation. So I'm just gonna kind of tie them together. I've always wanted to go to Europe. My cousins, the ones that are actually have asked me these questions, Amber and Alexis, shout out to y'all, have actually been to Europe on several occasions, and it just seems like a great thing to experience, and to be able to visit different countries, like to go like on a tour of Europe, not just go to one country, to be there for like a while, and just visit the different countries, the different cultures. So I think that would be a really nice place to travel and to vacation as well, because you can really experience a lot of different things. So yeah, I think Europe would be nice. The last question that my cousin asked me: how does it feel to have such an amazing cousin named Alexis? I swear, my family is a trip, y'all. I will read all the other questions like my family members sent me. They're so funny. But yes, Alexis is amazing. She just got back to her home in Houston. She was actually on the Disney program. I forget what that acronym is. I forget what the whole name is called. But anyway, so she was in Florida for a few months. She just got back. She looked like she had an amazing time. She also has a YouTube channel that I will link down below. She's made a few videos. She vlogged a little bit in Florida, and then just like family stuff she's also vlogged. So yeah, she's amazing. She's a great personality, so I will definitely link her channel down below, so you go ahead and check that out. Another question for my Twitter from Sophia: does it suck ass being related to Toya? For those of y'all that don't know, my sister, we call her Toya. Her name is Victoria. One of my cousins, Rudy, when he was younger, would pronounce it like Victoria. So it just shortened down to Toya. So now that's what we call her. For those of y'all that didn't know. And yeah, it sucks ass. I can't stand her. I don't like being around her. And she's just annoying. But no, on all seriousness, I love my sister. She's my best friend. She was the first person I told when we found out that we were pregnant with JJ, and I love spending time with her. I go to visit her as much as I can, and she is just amazing. Alrighty, so now let's move over to Instagram. I put on my story. I did one of those ask me questions kind of things. So, alright, so the next few questions, so the next 4 questions are from the same person, and let's see if you can figure out who they're from. I'm pretty sure it's going to be very obvious. Maybe not from this first one, but from the second one. Okay, the first one is, why you so cute? Thank you very much. I try my best, and but I just chalk it up to my parents. My parents are good looking. We have, if I do so myself, a really good looking family. Me, my sister, my brother, we're really cute, and my parents are just drop dead gorgeous. My mom is smoking. My dad is so handsome. Not saying he's not handsome now, but when he was young, my dad was a looker. So yeah, I'll insert a picture of my family if you haven't seen us. So I know I'm like tooting our own horn, but here you go. Okay. Who do you like better, Jose or JJ? That is very easy, of course, JJ. He's looking at me. No, they both have their ups and their downs. They both have their positives and their negatives. Honestly, it's kind of like a tie, because they're kind of like both like my children in a way, because if I don't do everything for Jose and remind him every little detail, he forgets everything. So I'm basically raising 2 children, so it's like the same. Yeah, I said it. Pick one. I cannot pick. I cannot pick. I'm not gonna pick. I love both of y'all. No. Yes.
One has to go.
One has to go. No, I mean, obviously, see, this is like a debate. I don't even know if it's a debate, if it's like a popular thing. I love my child. It is a love I've never felt ever before in my life. But eventually, he's gonna grow up, and he's going to have a family of his own. And who's gonna be there? My husband. So, not saying that I would save one or the other in a fire or whatever. I don't like that. No, neither of y'all. This makes me look so bad.
Who?
Neither.
Who?
Neither.
Did you let us move that?
No.
Who?
It depends. If
Just one.
JJ's like a baby like JJ, of course.
Like right now?
Like right now, JJ. He's defenseless. You can try to fight your way through. If you didn't, pues ni modo. You didn't fight hard enough. But I love them both with all my heart. They both have my whole heart, and I cannot choose. I love them both. But they both give me trouble. They're both annoying. They both just like to get on my nerves. So they both have their good days. They both have their bad days. Why is your husband so handsome? Are we looking at the same person? I'm just kidding. Again, of course, I love my husband. He's so good looking. Like, he's so handsome. His parents, he had really good looking parents. Like I said earlier, unfortunately, his mom is no longer with us, but she was beautiful. She was gorgeous. She was always dressing up, doing her makeup. She just loved to look good, and she always did. And then my husband has a very handsome dad. He looks a lot like his dad. He got their looks. I really wish he got their love of singing and dancing, because if he hasn't had a few drinks, I cannot even ask him to dance with me, because he'll say no. I'll be like, can we go dance? No, I can't even ask him, and just even forget about doing karaoke. Not even in our own home privately will he sing duets with me. I'm always like, come on, let's sing like High School Musical or something. No, I cannot even. His parents actually used to be in a musical group called Escándalo, where they would go perform at like parties and restaurants and stuff, and he got none of that. It's the next day. I'm editing this, and just it wasn't as obvious as I thought it was, but Jose, my husband, actually asked me the past like 3 questions. So the why are you so cute, who would you pick, JJ or Jose, and why is your husband so cute? He asked me those questions. What were your first impressions about Jose when you first met him? This was asked by my cousin Kimberly. Hi Kimberly. She asked me a lot of questions. She's very sweet. She just wanted to give me a bunch of ideas. So this question comes from her. When I think I talked about this in my I stole my best friend's boyfriend video from like 3 years ago. But me and Jose did not that we didn't like each other, we just were not attracted to each other when we first met. We met when we were, this was actually another question by Vanessa, I believe, my cousin's girlfriend. She asked, how old were you when me and Jose met? We were 13 when we met. We're 23 now, so that was 10 years ago. We were in the 8th grade, I believe. We went on a church retreat. It was not even my church. It was just my mom. Some of her church friends' kids were going. She was like, do you want to go? I was like, yes, no, yes, no. And then finally I decided yes. Jose ended up going, and a mutual friend actually introduced us. But yeah, it was not love at first sight at all. We were just, you know, friendly to each other because we had that mutual friend. I didn't know anybody on the retreat, so I was like, okay, well, I'm going to hang out with y'all, because if not, I'm going to be by myself. But yeah, I mean, the main thing I noticed was like, okay, he's tall. Like that's pretty much, I keep looking over here because he's over there, crawling on the floor with JJ. But yeah, it was just kind of like a friendly thing at first. It was not, you know, nothing more than that. And then as we talked, as we got to know each other, we became friends, best friends, and then eventually, I mean, he's my husband now. So yeah, it's crazy because like you think like, oh, love at first sight. Like, no, that's not what it was at all. Like, we were not even like attracted to each other or nothing like that. But again, we were so young, and I know like in middle school everybody's like boy crazy, girl crazy, or whatever, but I was not like really too crazy about boys and stuff. So I was not just like looking for like a boyfriend or anything. And then on top of that, I couldn't have boyfriends. But yeah, so that was our first impression. What was your first impression about me? I'm not gonna repeat what you said. What was your first impression?
I like the eyebrows.
My eyebrows.
They're bushy.
I had really bushy eyebrows when I was younger. If I can find a picture. No, I'm not even gonna go there. But yeah, so he said my eyebrows, thanks. He was probably like, damn girl, we'll get some tweezers. Let's see, another question from Kimberly again. Who is one person you could talk to about anything? It's a cliche, but my husband. I mean, he honestly, like I said, he was my friend first and my best friend, and then we got into a romantic relationship. So above all, he's my best friend. Him and my sister, I can talk to both of them about anything, and I love that I have that kind of relationship with my husband. Like if you what? Did you say suck it, JJ? I just love having that relationship with him. It's not just about the romantic or the physical. Like, we are such goofballs with each other. We can be ourselves around each other, honesty, all that good stuff. And I can just talk to him about anything. Okay, and then this question is from my sister. What are your aspirations for your YouTube channel? So as of right now, you know, I'm a very, very, very small YouTube channel. I only have 100 and something subscribers. But, you know, I think like anybody, I'm hoping for growth, you know, to build a community here where we can be comfortable with each other, where I can be comfortable with y'all, we can build a relationship, and just have this be a place where I can express myself in a creative and artistic way. I think it's very, not silly, I don't want to like down on anybody's dreams or anything, but it kind of just like being famous, if you're automatically shooting for like, oh, I want to be like YouTube famous, like it could come with a lot of disappointments. And again, like, shoot for the stars, don't ever limit yourself, but like, you know, just be realistic. I feel like it would be hard to reach that level of you know, publicity and fame on YouTube. I do want to like build a brand for myself. Like, I know that's pretty ambitious, but I think it would be so cool to just, you know, have my name out there. And, you know, maybe possibly like in the future, if I do have enough supporters and y'all, you know, are even interested, like to have merch would be just super awesome. Just to be able to, like I said, create a brand, not like a makeup brand or anything crazy, you know, but just like make a brand for myself. I think would be amazing. I would love that if that would came from my YouTube channel. But yeah, for right now, just being consistent, trying to keep uploading, and then just building my audience. Jacob, my friend that I linked his channel from my first vlog, asked me, what music are you currently into? So music is like a thing that my husband thinks I'm really weird about, because I don't listen to the radio. I don't keep up with like the new music, so I just don't keep up with it. My sister is always like following artists. My husband's always follow artists. When they release a new album, they're the first ones to listen to it. And I'm just not that I don't like music, like I love music, but I just don't, I don't know, I just don't follow it. I like always listening to like 80s rock, 80s pop, that kind of music. That's what I have on like my Pandora, Spotify. That's just what I play all the time. I'm not looking for like new music. So I mean, I guess that's like the only music that I really listen to is like 80s pop, rock, stuff like that. Are you white? This is a question. It's weird because I get like both. Like, no, I'm not white. I don't know if I've mentioned this before. I think I have. I mean, I'm pretty sure y'all have heard me speak Spanish. I don't know. I'm Hispanic. Both of my parents are from Mexico. I was born in America here in San Antonio. My husband, well, I mean, he has nothing to do with what I am, but he's Mexican, whatever. He was born in Mexico. But no, I'm not white. I'm just very light skinned. My dad looks like a white man. If you see my dad, he does not look like your stereotypical Mexican, you know, the short guy with the mustache and a hat on. Like, no, my dad is a very light skinned. His mom, my grandma, rest in peace, she was very, very fair skinned as well. So me and my sister got the fairer side. My brother has a little bit, you know, a little bit more melanin in his skin. He's also in the marching band at his school, so he's always outside. So I think it's just, he has a lot of a tan too. But no, so yeah, I am Hispanic. I do speak English and Spanish fairly well. But it's so weird because I feel like I look white. Like, I feel like I don't look Mexican, but it's happened to me where I'm somewhere and people will talk to me in Spanish, like assuming that I speak Spanish, and I'm just like, that's weird, because that doesn't really happen often. But I would think if you were gonna make an assumption about me, you would assume that I don't speak Spanish. So when people do assume and start speaking to me in Spanish, I don't know, it's just weird. But no, I am not white. Oh my god, here's another one from one of my cousins. Who is your favorite cousin? You're gonna put me in the hot seat, Adrian. That's not fair. I have 11 cousins, total grandchildren from my mom's side. There's 14 of us, and it's me, my brother, my sister. So 14 minus 3 is the 11 cousins that I have. If I'm being honest, My cousin Amber, who you saw in my vlog when we went to dinner, she's the one behind the cake that they're taking pictures. It was her graduation party. She is the closest in my age. We're only like a year apart. And I mean, we have the most in common. She's closest to my age, so when we were younger, we were always together when they would come visit, because they did move to Houston when she was a year. But yeah, I mean, I don't like to say favorite, but we are like the closest of the cousins, like me and her. And then I guess if I'm picking my favorite male cousin, I guess it has to be you, Freezer. I mean, you're the original, you're the one. You always make me laugh, so you get the favorite guy cousin, okay? Okay, so these are gonna be the last few questions. Let's see. Another question. What is your biggest pet peeve? I'm gonna just put it simple. My husband. No, I love my husband, but he does it on purpose. He has told me straight up that he likes to annoy me because he thinks it's fun. So my husband is like my biggest pet peeve. He just does things to annoy me on purpose. The thing that I hate the most is I'll tell him something and he'll hear me and he'll go, huh? And so I'll repeat myself because I think he didn't hear me. And again, huh? So a third time, I will repeat myself, and then after he says huh a third time, then I catch on that he's just doing it on purpose, and I hate that. My sister says that her boyfriend, Christian, does the same thing to her, and it is the most annoying thing. I hate it. I cannot stand it. If that's like one of the more specific things that he does constantly, that's like my biggest pet peeve. My cousins do something kind of similar. They'll go A as if they're calling you, so you turn to look at them, and then they'll go B, C, D, and then just go on with the alphabet. I'm like, really? So like those two things. Other pet peeves I have, I mean, I can't really think of any off the bat. I mean, just the same thing, like rude people being rude to customer service. I did a whole rant about it. But yeah, that's like my main one. Okay, so for the last question, we are going to take a live question from our live studio audience. Everybody, Jose, get close and ask the question. You don't have to show, but just ask. Okay, so what is your question, sir?
At what age do you think we're gonna have another kid?
Alrighty, so at what age do I think we're going to have another kid? Like I said, we are both 23. We're only a month apart. We are hoping to wait 4 years to have another one. I think 4 years is a good time difference between age difference between children. My sister, my brother are all 4 years apart, and we grew up not like, you know, close enough to where we could still play and not too far to where we didn't have anything in common. So hopefully in 4 years, when we're 27, we can have another one. Again, I don't know what God's plans are for us. Hopefully we're stable and we're good now. We're living, you know, a good life. But, you know, there could always be better circumstances. So hopefully we're in an even better position than we are now. We can have another child without having to worry about finances, and we can give both our children the best lives that they deserve. But for now, we are good with just one little guest starring. Right now, we are good with this one. He is a handful, and he keeps me on my toes. He keeps my days busy. So yes, we are good. He just wanted to say hi. Say hi. Say hi to everybody. No? He is, a little update on him. He is almost walking. He's only 9 months, and he can already stand by himself without any help. I mean, we have to like lift him up, but he can like crawl up and then let go of things, or if we stand him up and we let him go, he can stand for like a good while. So yeah, I just thought the little update. He's getting really excited. Sorry, his shirt's dirty. He was eating some snacks. But yeah. All right, you done? Well, that is going to be it for today's video. Thank you for tuning in. I'm sorry if it wasn't super exciting. Like I said, I thought it would be just fun to sit down, just answer some of y'all's questions so y'all can get to know me a little bit better. As always, I will leave my Instagram and my Twitter down below. I'm not going to link them. I don't really like when people link their Instagram and Twitters, because you click on the link, it takes you to the website. You have to log in, and let's be real, we don't know our logins by memory because we're already logged in on the app. So I would just leave my handles down below. You can search for me, follow me me on my social media. Feel free to leave a comment down below on any videos you want to see in the future. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and if you aren't already, hit that subscribe button and the little notification bell. That way you never miss another video, and I will see y'all next time. Bye.